Hey guys, welcome back to my guide for the Carnage Marauder. This is part 2 of the guide. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure to check it out. I'll put a link in an annotation right over here so you can watch it. Anyway, the first part of this guide, before I actually get started with the guide, I'd like to thank my friend Liz for making the most awesome little anime version of me for my intro. Big thank you, Liz. Thanks a lot for doing that for me. I know it took quite a while for you to do it, but thank you so much. Alright, anyway, moving on to the guide now. I'd like to focus this first bit of the guide on how to deal with other sentinels and marauders. How you do that is by first identifying their spec, but I really shouldn't be telling my fellow marauders and sentinels on how to identify another one's spec. It's really easy. Shijo is obviously Rage, or focus spec for you sentinels out there. They're really easy to deal with, especially if you have Rebuke or Cloak of Pain up, since you get the increased damage reduction from talent points in your tree and the damage reduction from Cloak of Pain and Rebuke. They're smash hits for lols. So the only threat I would say is Master Strike, but if they do pop Master Strike, just remember to obfuscate it and they'll miss completely and they'll be completely destroyed. At the same time, watch for their obfuscate or pacify, as that will shut most of your damage down, mainly because it's all melee based. But remember, Force Scream is force based, and if you do a Gore Scream combo or a precision, what's it called, precision slash and a blade storm combo. But no, I'm sorry, the marauder skills just sound so much cooler than the sentinels ones. But regardless, you can still get your main heavy hitting damage dealer, that is Scream or blade storm, through even through pacify or obfuscate. So just remember to use that wisely. Coming up against on how to deal with our mirror spec, that is a Carnage or combat. It's basically two things you gotta watch. One is each other's obfuscate and pacifies, and the other is the timing of each other's precision slash and gores. Depending on who times theirs better, that's the clear winner. And other cooldowns like Rebuke, Cloak of Pain, and Saber Ward do help out, but it's basically just how you time your burst. If one of yours gets interrupted, the other one clearly has the upper hand. So you just gotta learn to. It comes with practice, I guess, just learning how and when to use your cooldowns wisely. But that's all I can say about the combat or Carnage spec. And finally, coming to the last spec, the Watchman and Annihilation spec. The easiest way to deal with them is try and get an obfuscate off as soon as they leap to you, so that their initial Annihilate or Merciless Slash misses, which usually does a big chunk of damage because they might have the Vindicator set. Other than that, just their dots will hurt like a bitch, so it's really wise to pop Cloak of Pain as well, since the dots will keep it up, even if they kind of try to kite you around. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, always save Foe's Choke for like the last 20% or so they can't pop into bloody combat. I'm sorry, they can't use a Guarded by the Force or Undying Rage and combat stealth and run away, because all of them do that. It's so annoying. Even I do it, I know, but still. The easiest way to stop them doing that is pop a Force Choke just before they're about to die. Deny them that one thing that they really want to do, and they're dead meat. And the other tip is, if you're taking lots of damage from dots, you can always go Force Camouflage yourself. What that does is, since Force Camouflage actually reduces incoming damage by 50%, you can use that to mitigate the dot damage, and once you're comfortable enough, you can re-open on them with a Leap Gar combo and bring them down really quickly. If you do if your Force Scream crits, it can crit for like around 4k as well, so you can finish them off with that. It's about it for the Annihilation spec as well, I guess, but I think in my opinion they're a really good, tough opponent to come against. Alright, so let's move on to gunslingers and snipers, which are considered like the anti-melee class, and I've heard of quite a few sentinels and marauders who've had trouble with them. I actually did have someone request me to do how to counter them. The easiest way, since your Force Camouflage removes roots, when you get knockback, come out of it and get back when silly slinger or sniper did it to you, and you can easily take them out. But you do have to watch it for other CCs. Snipers do have flash grenade and a hard stun at their disposal, as well as a knockback on aim shot and what was the sniper one called? Ambush, as well as a 5-second root. I can tell you how to easily counter aim shot and ambushes just by using an obfuscate. You know, if it misses, it doesn't knock you back, so you're safe there. And you see, if you first came out of the initial knockback and they leg shot you and try to get distance, just hit them with the crippling throw to root them and keep them in place. So just wait your root out, and then by the time your root runs out, you know theirs will have gone too, and they wouldn't have got far, so you can easily get back on top of them. And as for the other two stuns, the flash grenade mez and the hard stun they have, well, you know, basically they're not really hard to deal with. You do have all the, I mean, it's just it's not hard to beat a gunslinger. People keep telling me, I mean, oh, but I get rooted and stunned and mezzed and all of that. I mean, like, no, you don't. As a Carnage, no, you don't. If you know how to use your tools properly, you shouldn't be losing to a gunslinger. They're easy, very easy. I don't. The good ones are give you a little bit of trouble, but other than that, most of the rest of them are easy. Anyway, finally coming to what everyone's been asking for, the Vanguard and Powtex. They're really easy to beat. Just remember your cooldown, obfuscate, and pacify. That will completely negate their high impact bolt and rail shot, which most of the damage revolves around. So when you pop that, you have 6 seconds of time. You know, you buy yourself 6 seconds of time, but they can't hit you with those two with that skill. That's when you bring your massive DPS out, and there are two stuns: the AOE stun and the cryo grenade, or the shock thingy that the Powtex have. Those are the only two defensive stuns that they have. Just remember not to pop your CC breaker on the first one. Just wait out the first 3 seconds and pop it for the longer 4-second one and completely annihilate them. You'll have full resolve as well. As soon as they give you full resolve, instantly do a go ravage and you'll completely destroy them. But sadly though, what's been happening is, like, I haven't found a good Powtech or Vanguard on my server at all to show you decent footage on, so you'll have to settle with me completely annihilating bads. But this tactic remains the same. Just remember your tools, and as well, you can also pop Cloak of Pain or Rebuke early as well, since it's dot based. All the dots taking will keep it up consistently, so you don't have to worry about it dropping off. And even if they do try to wait it out, you know, they're not DPSing you for that much time, which is good for you. And all of their damage is bursty, and if they don't DPS you, you know, and the stuns run out, you can annihilate them. And that's about it, I guess, guys, for Vanguards. They're really easy class as well, because you can also root them if they're unaware. What I would do is, I actually have a couple of friends who play that class really well. If you guys want, I can actually make an extended look on it. Like, I can do a few deals with them, and then show you how good Vanguard plays and how to counter them. I can actually get to doing that, but sadly one of them isn't playing as much as anymore. But I will get in contact with them, see what I can do. One last tip I wanted to show you guys was using Undying Rage in Hotball. It's really handy, especially when you have flames up and you can just run right through it. Does no damage. The Sentinel skill is called Guarded by the Force. It's the one that gives you 99% damage reduction. It's really handy. I think that's about it for this guide, guys. What I will do though is I will get to work on doing deals with people so you can better see the tips I'm talking about. And also, if you like this content, please be sure to subscribe. Yeah, helps me out and stuff. And if you have anything else you'd want to see, any class guides as well, I might get to work on doing a Scoundrel or a Mercenary guide soon, because a few people have asked me for it. But other than that, anything else, just let me know in the comments section. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.